Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are making an omelet with green salsa. It's super delicious and we're gonna also be talking about some stuff. So let's get into it. The cool thing about making omelets is that you can literally put whatever you want in them. So I had some cilantro, white onion, a jalapeno, and a little bit of leftover sausage. These are just regular sausages. They're not the maple ones, so they're not really sweet, but I like these sausages. They're just leftovers. So whenever you make your omelets, you literally can grab whatever you have in your fridge: ham, cheese, spinach. It can be whatever you want. So there's no right or wrong way. If it looks boof, then unboof it and make it your own. But I'm gonna eat it like this. I'm also gonna put a little bit of jalapeno, not a lot. I do like spicy food, but I freaking get gastritis all the time, so I'm trying to chill. My boyfriend's gonna pay for it. I'm gonna freaking be Bellora in bed. Now you just break your eggs, throw them in the sink. We'll disinfect it later. We'll disinfect everything later. Just throw them in your bowl. Yes, there we go. This is my boyfriend and this is my doggy, Cornelius. He's gonna choose what we're gonna talk about for today's video. So babe, what do you want me to talk about today?
I want Cynthia to talk about blocking out the negative noise in the background when you're trying to do something like a career, or you want to build your business and people are talking in the background. So I want her to talk about that.
Okay, so my boyfriend said he wants me to talk about how to block out the noise. If you guys have ever wanted to start your own business or you want to start a career, but you're scared about what people are going to say, my advice to you would be very careful with who you do talk to your stuff about. Like, only select a few, maybe like 2 friends, 2 family members, because I'm just going to be straight up. Not everyone's going to support you in what you want to do. So just be careful and selective about who you do open up to. I'm just going to throw in my ingredients really quick. And I also would encourage you guys to start practicing setting boundaries. So what I do normally, if I already know that some friends or family members are going to be pushing me and asking me and saying, why are you going to do that? That's not smart. That's not practical. Just practice setting boundaries. And once they start saying like, but why are you going to do that? Just shut it down and say, you know what? Thank you for worrying, but I got to figure it out. Like, I got it from here. Hey, don't worry about me. I'm going to figure it out. Just immediately kind of shut it down in a nice and respectful way so they don't, maybe think you're rude, or be rude. Do whatever you want. I really don't mind. It's your life. But practice setting boundaries and kind of shutting it down before they can start egging you off. Because I'm telling you right now, you guys are already going to be scared and nervous going into choosing what you want to do. And you don't really need to hear that background noise. So that's my advice to you guys, to use those 2 steps. I like to add a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and a little bit of paprika. And I add very little garlic salt to it because the garlic powder already has salt in it. So I just like to add this, and then I'll put this into my pan. I'm just gonna slightly oil it with avocado oil. And this was already like preheating. Ow! Get the oil everywhere. And then we're gonna add this little baby in. And I'm just gonna cover it and put it on low so it can get a little more fluffy. Now once it starts looking like this, it's still a little wet in the middle, but for the most part the edges are cooked. So I don't do this a lot, so be careful. Ow! Not bad. I'm gonna cover it poquito, just so it cooks on the other side. And what I like to do at this point is put some shredded cheese in the middle. Now this is a lot of cheese. Si está en la dieta, ponle menos, pero yo no estoy. So I'm gonna put some in the middle, let that simmer a little bit. So what I do at this point, even though that cheese isn't melted, it will melt. So I just flip it over like that. Look how pretty. It's broken a little bit, but it's not perfect. We're not perfect. Sometimes we're ugly, but we taste delicious. So we have a little bit of homemade green salsa, so I'm just gonna add that on top. And that's what I'm gonna eat for breakfast. Nice. It's really good. Mm-hmm.